ambao wanajaribu kupiga ama wanarusha mawe barabarani kuweza kuzuia viongozi hao wakielekea katika sehemu za.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Frontliner Analysis, and thank you so much for your great support that you are showing me on this platform. Now, my fellow Kenyans, on this particular video, I'm going to analyze to you what happened during the day after Rigathi Gachagua returned back here in Kenya from United States of America safely without being arrested or abducted by the government of President William Samoei Ruto, the way some of William Samoei Ruto's allies were planning that Rigathi Gachagua will be arrested at Jomo International Airport here in Nairobi. But that one did not happen because of the huge crowd that turned up in large numbers to receive Rigathi Gachagua. But before we proceed with this analysis, allow me to begin this analysis by asking you a simple question. Which crime did Rigathi Gachagua commit that he deserved the kind of reception at JKIA? I want you to watch this video clearly until to the end as we are proceeding with this analysis. Just watch the kind of situation at JKIA earlier today afternoon after Rigathi Gachagua was being received at JKIA. Is this where we are heading as a country? Why are you doing this to your opponent, Mr. President? Why? Gachagua is a Kenyan citizen. Gachagua does not deserve such kind of reception at JKIA. Kwani Gachagua aliua nani? Did Gachagua kill anybody? Did Gachagua steal anybody's money or anybody's property? When Gachagua was being impeached, Ruto is the person that was on the forefront to bribe MPs to make sure that Rigathi Gachagua was being impeached. These people impeached Rigathi Gachagua without a plan. They thought that Rigathi Gachagua will be forgotten after 1 week, 2 months, or 5 months. But what they are seeing right now is unlimited. It is just shocking them each and every day because Gachagua is gaining popularity each and every day on any step that Rigathi Gachagua is stepping on. When he was here in Kenya, he was giving William Samoei Ruto a sleepless night. When he was in the United States of America, Gachagua was still giving Ruto a sleepless night. And it is high time for the government of William Samoei Ruto to realize and to accept that Rigathi Gachagua is the new kingpin of opposition in terms of politics. Gachagua have already overtaken Raila Amolo Odinga. So the kind of behavior that the government is trying to show to its opponents does not make sense at all because disrupting Rigathi Gachagua's rally, deploying goons to attack people will not change anything under William Samoei Ruto's government. That is the truth. There is nothing that will be changed by government of William Samoei at the government of Ruto by them deploying goons and harassing their opponents each and every day. And before we proceed with this analysis, I want you to watch how Rigathi Gachagua's convoy was totally beaten with the goons that were hired by the government of William Samoei Ruto. I want you to watch this video.
Ambao wanajaribu kupiga ama wanarusha mawe barabarani kuweza kuzuia viongozi hao wakielekea katika sehemu za Nairobi. Na hivyo ndivyo hali ilivyo kwa sasa. Gari hizo zimefanikiwa kupenya, lakini kunazo pia zile zingine ambazo ziko nyuma. Ni hali tete mno, viongozi hawa wakijaribu kutafuta njia ya kufika katika maeneo ya Kamukunji, ambapo tunaarifiwa kwamba kule ndipo wataweza kwenda kuhutubia wale ambao wanawaunga mkono. Pia hapa navyoona pia wamesimama. Kile ambacho kinaendelea mbele ni kwamba kuna baadhi ya vijana, na hao ni vijana ambao kutoka mwanzo ama kutoka mapema kabla ya Gachagua kufika walikuwa tayari wamefika wakitumia pikipiki.
Why is it that youths are being misused by the government of William Samoei Ruto? Nowadays, the youths in the Republic of Kenya have been involved into politics. Not on a good way, on a bad way, because they are being misused illegally. They are being given rungus, being paid 500, 200 bob to go and disrupt people's events and people's rally. But that one, we are heading on a wrong direction as a country, and we need a new change and a new leadership in 2027 election if we want peace in the Republic of Kenya, where 2 months or 3 months can pass without any citizen being killed illegally by the government just because he was trying to speak up his mind. We are heading on a bad direction, ladies and gentlemen. What happened today at JKIA was not a good thing. Hapana. And I told you here on this platform a few days ago that the plan of arresting Rigathi Gachagua was just a test. The government of William Samoto was just testing the faith of the people of Kenyans. How Kenyans will react. I told you that Gachagua will not be arrested or abducted, but many people disagree with me that, oh, who is Gachagua? Gachagua will be arrested. Niliwaambia Gachagua atashikwa, si umeona? Ameingia JKIA. He was protected with his allies, his supporters, to make sure that he was not being arrested and even abducted by the regime of William Samoto that is now afraid of Right Honorable Rigathi Gachagua returning back here in Kenya, because while Gachagua was away, opposition was dead. Kalonzo was silent, Matiang'i was silent, many things happened. Ruto was just patrolling across the country, enjoying leadership because Gachagua was away. But when Gachagua narudi, it is not going to be much easier for President William Samoei Ruto, because Kenyans have already witnessed what happened earlier today during Rigathi Gachagua grand entrance at JKIA, when he was received with thousands of Kenyans that really loved Rigathi Gachagua, because during that time there was nobody that was ferried at JKIA. Wakenya walijitokeza tu wakaenda huko wakasema, let us go and receive our king in opposition. So the government need to understand that they did a mistake for impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. That one is number one. Number two, the government of Ruto needs to understand that Gachagua have already overtaken Raila Amolo Odinga in terms of opposition. He's now the kingpin of opposition. Number three, the government of Ruto should understand that one-term narrative is real. It is something that is not being pressured by the government, by opposition leaders alone. No, Kenyans at all are the people that are behind one-term narrative. So this issue of accusing opposition leaders that they don't have an agenda for this country, that one will not happen. That one will not solve anything under William Samoto's government. He will keep on accusing opposition leaders that they don't have anything, they don't have agenda, they don't have a plan. But what we know is that opposition leaders are having their plan. And their first plan is to make you a one-term president. Then other plans will follow, because you are the problem. Ukishatolewa, ndio vitu zingine zitafuata. When Raila Amolo Odinga was returning back here in Kenya after 3 months, in previous years, Uhuru Kenyatta did not behave with him like this. Hapana, alikuwa anatoka huko na anaenda Kamkunji, lakini ya Rigathi Gachagua, hapana, it does not make sense, ladies and gentlemen. So that is what happened during the day, where some of the goons have been injured. Gachagua's vehicle have been vandalized, have been stoned. Yani vitu zimefanyika mingi. Gachagua was being treated like a thief, like a foreign, like somebody that the government does not know. Yet these people recognize Rigathi Gachagua very well. Gachagua informed the government that I will be returning on this date, this time, this flight. So why were they misbehaving illegally with Rigathi Gachagua? Hapana. What happened during the day should never be witnessed in the Republic of Kenya. And that one can only happen if we can change the new government. But if not, we will keep on going to the street to protest each and every day. Tutakuwa tunaenda ku protest. Because this country needs a change, but a change cannot be done by one person. We need to unite together as a team and rally back behind opposition as we are facing 2027, where we are going to elect our new leaders that is going to serve this country. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And let us meet in the next video that is going to be uploaded shortly within no time. Bye-bye.